Hello, in this video, join me as we continue to learn how to manage our money, better. Using this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and this is video number 33. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. On this channel, I share what I knew and continue to learn. If you are new here, my name is Sherifa, Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA, and I cover business topics. I talk about business tips, YouTube tips, earning money online tips. That's through affiliate marketing. I also record motivational videos just to ask you to take a step, make your life better. That could be on any topic, and it's for everyone. And recently, I added on reviewing books. Actually, we don't just review, we go in detail about books. And this one, the first one we started with is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And this one is about money management. And for those of you who want to be rich, become rich, this is a good book. So I've covered, this is video number 33. I already covered 32, and we haven't even finished the book. So please, I'm going to share how you get to all the ones I've finished. But for now, I want to ask you to support this message of empowerment by subscribing, by sharing these videos, by leaving me a comment. Please leave me a comment and liking the videos. And for those of you who have been here already, who are saying yes to this message, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope you subscribe, especially today. At the end of this video, please, even if you are not new, I want to update our subscription numbers. Remember that 10,000 goal? I'm going to update you at the end. Please stick around. And for those of you who are new, I'm going to talk about at the end how you get this book and also how you get to all those other videos and my schedule on this channel. Okay? But let's first continue with the lesson. The lesson we are doing today and continuing, we started already, is lesson number 5. The book has 6 lessons. This is lesson number 5, and it's called The Rich Invent Money. But before I continue with the lesson, I want to go through, I have to remind everyone who Robert Kiyosaki is, the one who wrote this book. He's a self-made millionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's an educator, an investor with a big mission to elevate the financial well-being of humanity, starting with one life and one person at a time. When you see me reading, it means the information came from the book. And he named the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad because of his 2 dads. The poor dad is his real dad. And this was a very intelligent man, finished 4 years of college in just 2 years with scholarships and all that. He had a PhD and very, very highly educated, and was a superintendent of education. But the big thing about this story is that he died broke. That's why you have to learn these lessons. And then he had this rich dad, but this was actually his friend, Mike's dad. It wasn't his real dad. And he learned all these lessons from him, from the rich dad, who had a unique story too, because he left school, regular school, at age 13, just 8th grade, but he ended up being one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. So we learned a lot, and the lessons are in this book. We continue. We ended video number 32 when Robert was talking about this. Robert stressed, I got it already out of the book, so I could summarize so I can move quickly. Robert was stressing the importance of having financial IQ, because he already told us what financial IQ is. And if you have it, you'll prosper, he's saying. If you don't, you watch others moving boldly forward. You know, he said to be successful, you have to actually, at least in money terms, even in other ways, you have to be bold. It's not like that easy. So he said, either you get the financial IQ or you're going to watch others as they go. So now we're continuing in this video, number 33. In fact, I'm going to read not too much because I have those things that I need to mention at the end. So I want to read too much. Okay, so after he ended, that's where we ended, and this is where we start today. Robert says, land was wealth, but that was 300 years ago. So the person who owned the land then owned the wealth. Later, wealth was in the factories and production. And America rose to dominance because of that, right? Then the industrialists owned the wealth. Today, wealth is in information. And the person who has the most timely information owns wealth. The problem is that information flies around the world at the speed of light. The new wealth cannot be contained by boundaries and borders as land and factories were. The changes will be faster and more dramatic. There will be a dramatic increase in the number of new multi-millionaires. There also will be those who are left behind. I found so many people struggling today, often working harder simply because they cling to old ideas. They want things to be the way they were, and they resist change. I know people who are losing their jobs or their houses, and they blame technology or the economy or their boss. All sadly, they fail to realize that they might be the problem. Old ideas are their biggest liability. It is a liability simply because they fail to realize that while that idea or way of doing something was an asset yesterday is gone. One afternoon, I was teaching how to invest using a board game I had invented, Cash Flow. We'll talk more about this game because I played it. We'll talk about it more, but not today. As a teaching tool, it was a teaching tool that one afternoon I was teaching how to invest using a board game I had invented, which is called Cash Flow, as a teaching tool. A friend had brought someone along to attend the class. This friend of a friend was recently divorced, had been badly burned in the divorce settlement, and was now searching for some answers. Her friend thought the class might help. The game was designed to help people learn how money works. In playing the game, they learn about the interaction of the income statement with the balance sheet. They learn how cash flows between the two and how the road to wealth is through striving to increase your monthly cash flow from the asset column to the point that it exceeds your monthly expense. Once you accomplish this, you are able to get out of the rat race and out to the fast track. This is fun. If you are really playing the game, I'm now the one saying, when you play the game and get out of the rat race, you feel really, really great, but it takes a lot of thinking. Okay, as I have said, some people hate the game, some love it, and others miss the point. This woman missed a valuable opportunity to learn something. In the opening round, she drew a doodad. You know, a doodad is something you spend money on, but you really don't need, like something that's almost useless, but you think it's a good thing to spend money on. It's like, according to people, money management people, it's like a waste. But okay, I wanted to explain the term doodad. That's his term. He uses it in the game. So he says, in the morning round, this lady, she drew a doodad card with the boat on it. So this doodad was a boat now. It shows you, like, the game shows you like something you choose to buy with your money. So she got a boat, and I think she chose to take it. At first, she was happy. Oh, I've got a boat. Then, asked her friend to try to explain how the numbers worked on her income statement and balance sheet. She got frustrated because she had never liked math. The rest of her table, these were many people playing on the table, waited while her friend continued explaining the relationship between the income statement, the balance sheet, and monthly cash flow. Suddenly, when she realized how the numbers worked, it dawned on her that her boat was eating her alive. Later on in the game, she was also downsized Downsize means you lose a job in the game. And had a child. Having a child means more expense. It was a horrible game for her. After the class, her friend came by and told me that she was upset. The other lady was upset. She had come to the class to learn about investing and did not like the idea that it took so long to play a silly game. Her friend attempted to tell her to look within herself to see if the game reflected her in any way. With that suggestion, the woman demanded her money back. She said that the very idea that a game could be a reflection of her was ridiculous. Her money was promptly refunded and she left. Since 1984, I've made millions simply by doing what the school system does not do. In school, most teachers lecture. I hated lectures as a student. I was soon bored and my mind would drift. In 1994, I began teaching via games and simulation and still rely on these tools today. I always encourage adult students to look at games as reflecting back to them what they know and what they need to learn. Most importantly, games reflect behavior. They are instant feedback systems. Instead of the teacher lecturing you, the game is giving you a personalized lecture, one that is custom made just for you. The friend of the woman who left her called to give me an update. She said her friend was fine and had calmed down. In her cooling off period, she could see some slight relationship between the game and her life. Although she and her husband did not own a boat, they did own everything else imaginable. She was angry after their divorce, both because he had run off with a young woman, I mean her husband, and because after 20 years of marriage, they had accumulated little in the way of assets. There was virtually nothing for them to split. Their 20 years of married life had been incredibly fun, but all they had accumulated was a ton of doodads. I'm about to finish, please. She realized that her anger at doing the numbers, the income statement and balance sheet came from her embarrassment about not understanding them. She had believed that finances were the man's job. She maintained the house and did the entertaining, and he handled the finances. She was now quite certain that in the last 5 years of their marriage, he had hidden money from her. She was angry at herself for not being more aware of where the money was going, as well as for not knowing about the other woman. Just like a board game, the world is always providing us with instant feedback. We could learn a lot if we tuned in more. One day, not long ago, I complained to my wife that the cleaners might have shrunk my pants. He means, pants, but he means trousers. Something, I think in Europe, is that they call it trousers? My wife gently smiled and poked me in the stomach to inform me that the pants had not shrunk. I mean, the trousers had not shrunk. Something else had expanded. Me. Meaning, he was the one who had gained weight. If you saw Robert many years ago, he was actually large. Right now, I see he's small. You see him on my, he comes on as an ad. He's like half the size he used to be. Okay, that's the end of the reading for video number 33. We'll continue. This cash flow game is going to be mentioned, and I'll also mention it, but in the next video. For now, he even has a note about it, but the lesson is not done. We'll continue mentioning that cash flow game, and then I'll read the notes at the end in video number 34. For now, please, I think let me first mention how you get this book. I have a linked comment. It's pinned up on top of the comments. It has 2 links. One link takes you to my website, honestsoul.com, but it has Audible and also podcasts. When you get to that page, you click on that and it takes you to Amazon.com, Audible. You can get this book. Make sure you're choosing Audible Premium Plus. When you sign up, it will be free for 1 month just to listen. If you want to buy the book, the same link on my website, you'll see this book as an image. You click on it, you can buy. Now, moving on to those who missed the previous videos. I have in the same link, in the same pinned comment, a link that takes you all of them, starting from number 1. You just click one time, you find all of them in the description too, at the end of this video too. You click and it takes you to all of them, my one that I finished. Something else, my schedule here. 11 a.m. USA Eastern Time. You know, USA has many time zones, but it's USA Eastern Time. If you search Google, it will tell you how your local time. It's books. I started this recently, a month ago. Books, and the same time I come live on Fridays. But after that, 30 minutes later, whether this video that I'm recording today, it will come a little bit later than 11 a.m. because of what happened. Something happened here. But normally it comes at 11 a.m. USA Eastern Time. This could come like 30 minutes late. Because I'm just recording it and it's almost 11 a.m. I have like 1 hour. But it has to go through a process before you get it. So it can come a little bit late. But 11 a.m. USA Eastern Time. And then 11:30, like 30 minutes later, on Thursdays and on Sundays. Thursdays, I have YouTube tips or business tips. Then on Sunday, I have motivation. That's the one I say is for everyone. So that's my schedule here. Now, I have 2 things to say on this channel. Number 1, in this video, concerning everyone, especially the ones who have been watching me all the time, please, I'm going to ask for feedback on this channel. For those of you who came recently just to start watching this book, if you don't mind being on camera, send me a short video. Or in fact, I'll first ask you. Let me ask you for today. Later, I'll say send me. Not yet. Would you be interested to say something about this book? What you got from it? Like 2 to 3 minutes. You just record, you say, I'm so and so. I'm recording from wherever you are. I'm from UK. And before this book, I didn't know this. I know this. Like I didn't know what an asset was or liability or whatever I learned from this book. Because I want to, at the end of this book, to have one video just for people giving feedback. But you have to be comfortable with me talking about you and also keeping your video on this channel. Because it will be one video with those short videos. I'll compile them in one video, just giving feedback so that we know that this was not a waste of time. And if you don't want to be on camera, maybe you could just send me an email. I'll explain later how to do it. But today, I just want you to put in a comment that, yes, I'm interested to give feedback. That's all I need today. I want to give feedback, then later I'll announce how to give it. It will be by email. Either you send me a video or a short video or text. Yes, I'm so and so. You have to say your name because they think I'll be lying when I say, people get it from this book. Okay? We're going to deal with that in future. For today, just say, yes, I'm in. I want to give feedback. I learned something. Or just say you learned something but you don't want to give feedback. Please leave in a comment. The other thing I wanted to mention, by the way, even those people, just by gaining from this channel in general, I'm going to start asking for feedback. Since I started here 1.5 years ago, what are you gaining? What have you learned? What are you changing? Are you still taking a step? From now on, you hear me talking about that because I want to start compiling the benefits of this channel. Okay. 10,000 goal. That's my SMART goal. And by the time I sat here to record, I was at 9,952. We had only 48 left subscribers to get to 10K. Appreciate all of you, especially those who made it their personal mission to get subscribers to this channel. Thank you so much. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm thinking that by Friday, one day later, I'm recording this on Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, which will be March 19, 2021, I'm hoping that you're going to be celebrating 10K. So please come live. And then as you come live, recently I recorded a video. In fact, I may put it in the description where I explain the SMART goal. Please create your own SMART goal. Come with it on Friday. We're going to set SMART goals for you and for everyone who will be interested. We're going to I'll share my SMART goal, how I got to 10,000 subscribers because it was SMART goal. And then you can set your own big one. Friday, come live. That's what I wanted to announce today. That please sit down, write your SMART goal. I'll put a video in the description. today in the link so that you can go watch it. I created one smart goal in that video. You can create your own, or just come with your wishes. We're going to turn them into a smart goal on Friday, live, 11 a.m. USA Eastern Time. That's my video today. Please leave a comment, share it, invite more people, subscribe, and hope you subscribed already. Is it red? Check it. Because if it's red, seriously, please subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified when I have all the things that are happening. Leave me a comment, especially if you want to give feedback. Have you benefited? Then in future, I'm going to share with you how you can get it to me. So we put it together. We're about to finish this book, almost a few more videos. Like I always end them. Take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. Leave me a comment, leave a comment. Take a step to better you. Bye-bye.